Older people have the luxury of this thing called experience, wisdom. Here's the top 5 regrets that the previous generation has gave to us for you to avoid. Let's get right into it. You remember we're in elementary and the teacher would ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you were told to dream, right? So maybe you wanted to say, well, I want to be an astronaut. Maybe I want to be a police officer, a firefighter, maybe a pro athlete. You had all these dreams. And as we get older, our dreams kind of like dwindle down because we're supposed to be what? Realistic, right? So now you have people that give their opinion on you when you tell your dreams and say, well, you're not supposed to go after that. You're just supposed to work and, you're supposed to have a family, and then, you're supposed to provide for the family, and then maybe you have some kids, some grandchildren, and you pass away, and then no one really remembers you 2 generations down. And that's just not the life that you're signing up for. You're watching this video. And interesting enough that the major problem is because we're told to be realistic, but the realistic thing is you should be chasing your dreams. So today I'm gonna be talking about the top 5 things that you should avoid. And this is from those that are seasoned. They have the best experience and the best wisdom they can already give us. So here's the top 5 regrets that they said for themselves. Number 1 is not starting a business. That's one of the number ones is why not start your own business? Why would you start your own business? Well, the whole purpose of a business is to actually bring a solution to a problem. And I promise you, if you're living right now, you're seeing problems all the time. So there's some idea that you have right now that no one else has. That's why you have it. Now, the biggest thing is, will you take the leap of faith to start that business because someone's counting on you to start it to solve their problem? That's number 1, regret. That brings me to point number 2 is not having a healthy body. One of the biggest regrets is not taking care of your body when you're younger, so then it has consequences when you're older. Maybe it's high blood pressure, maybe it's cholesterol, maybe it's terminal illnesses because of things that you did when you're younger. So only thing that I would highly recommend, what I received from the top regrets is take care of your body right now. Take care of your diet, make sure you're exercising, because how you take care of yourself today, you're gonna thank yourself later on in life. That brings us to point number 3, which is not saving enough for this thing called retirement. And retirement doesn't mean we sit at home and we turn on the TV and we just watch golf all day. No, that's not retirement. Retirement means I'm able to have an independent stream of income that I no longer have to depend on an employer to pay me to be able to go to work. I get to choose to go to work or not. So one of the biggest regrets that I highly recommend that we all avoid, if you're watching this, is making sure you're planning for retirement. Yeah, not just hypothetical, not potential, not projected, but actually a guaranteed stream of income that comes in that you know that you cannot outlive, that also outpaces inflation too. That's one of the biggest regrets that we see. Brings us to point number 4, which is not investing in things maybe like in the stock market, maybe it's real estate, maybe it's crypto. But most importantly, not investing in yourself. That was the biggest regret, is not really taking a chance on yourself, saying, you know what? I got gifts, talents, and abilities. I'm able to do different things in my life and really going after your goals and dreams. So are you investing, okay? Not just in only things that you could put your money into, but also putting, your skills into yourself so you get the highest return. That was the biggest regret that we also saw at point number 4. Which brings us to point number 5, which is not spending enough time with yourself, but also your family. And for me, I'm not into well, you should see your kids 24 hours a day or your spouse and just look at them and say, I love you, No. We want moments. We want experiences. So the real question, are you creating those moments? Are you creating those experiences? Because that's very important. Also for yourself, to making sure that you have time to be able to protect your mental health. Right, one of the biggest things is a lot of mental illnesses today because people are not protecting how they think and how they feel and their emotions. So do you have time to be able to invest in that to make sure that's all protected? That's one of the biggest regrets that we're seeing. And that's one of the things that is recommended that you avoid. What brings us to the last point, to me, probably the most important point, is that you're not expressing your feelings. And when we say feelings, emotions, especially as men, men, it's like, oh, you're supposed to be macho. You're not supposed to let anybody know you're crying or anything like that. So you sometimes protect your feelings. And you don't let people know that you love them. You don't let people know how you really care about them, especially the people that are around you. But let me just be very clear. There's only so much time that you have with certain people on this earth. So make sure you tell them how you feel. And make sure the people that you care about the most, that you actually spend those moments and those experiences with. That's one of the biggest regrets that have been told consistently, and that's on top of this list. Why? Because a lot of people say, man, I wish I would have told the individual how I really felt. I wish I would have had more time with them to be able to express all how I really feel about them, the emotion I feel with them, really telling them I truly love them, that I didn't let these petty little arguments and all these different things go on. We could have did something big together, but now we have no more time. So this is one of the things that they are saying, please avoid it. Because we can go later on in life and say, man, I regret this, but if you're still in your time and your season with the people you love, make sure you tell them. So guys, that will bring us to the top 6, okay, to be able to make sure that you avoid them so you have no regrets as you are getting older. And again, smart is going through your own experiences. Wisdom is being able to go through other people's experiences so that you don't have to go through the same alleyway as well. So with that, go ahead and tag someone else that can benefit from this conversation. Go ahead and click the notification button if you haven't already, so you're already knowing what all the new content we have for you in the future. And make sure you're increasing 1% daily. Why? Because we want to help you increase your profit, your passion, and your purpose so you can live the best Preneur life. We'll see you guys on the next one.